Hi everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching from. Thank you all so much for watching and you are welcome. Today I am making chapati. I start with adding 3 cups of all-purpose flour to a bowl. I'll be adding some lukewarm water. The water has to be warm in a way that when you put your finger in it, it doesn't burn you. And I'll add some salt to the water. Just enough salt to taste. I'll make sure I taste the salt to make sure it's enough, and I'll not add any more salt. So now I added the water mixed with salt to the flour, and I washed my hands. So I'm going to mix my dough. I continue to mix my dough until it all comes together. So now I add 1 tablespoon of oil and I continue to mix. So my dough is a little hard. I'm now going to add just a little bit of water, and I'm not adding it directly to the dough. I just put like a tablespoon of water on my palm, and that's all that I needed. So now my dough is going to rest for 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, I come back and my dough has softened. So I'm now going to divide my dough to 6 equal parts. The measurements I'm using will only make you 6 chapatis. If you want more, then you'll need to double it up. Now I start to flatten my dough. Using a rolling pin, I flatten my dough, and this doesn't have to be perfect at this point because all I'm going to do is add some oil. I add just a little bit of oil, then I cut on one side and fold it in. Just like this. So I repeat the same process. Just roll over. And doing this, you can actually use a brush, but because growing up I used to use a spoon and I'm so used to it, so I happen not to pick a brush, but I think it's best to use a brush. So my dough is ready to rest again for another 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, I come back. On a clean surface, I add some flour and I'm going to roll my dough. This time I want my dough to be in a circle form. So I try as much as possible to make it round, and yes, it does look good. So I'm going to continue rolling the others. So for each one I finish rolling, I'm placing it on a tray that has parchment paper, and I sprinkle just a little bit of flour on top so they don't stick together. This is the last one. So my chapatis are now ready for me to start frying them. I heat up my pan on medium heat. Then I place the chapati on the pan without any oil. So when one side dries up, I add some oil, just a little bit of oil, not too much. So now this other side has also dried up, and I'm going to add some oil. So now the other side is cooking, and I want it to turn golden brown. Yeah, just like this. So when they are done, I'm going to be placing them on a plate. So I repeat the same process for this one. I don't add any oil. I just let it dry. Then I add oil. Then I flip it over on the other side. And now I'm going to add some oil. Making chapatis requires some patience, but this is a very easy recipe. You do it once, and the next time you do it, it's just going to be a breeze. My chapatis are all done and they are looking so good, guys. These tasted so delicious. They were soft and flaky and I did enjoy them so much. I hope you all can try this out at home and I hope you enjoy them as much as I did. Happy cooking, everybody. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.